has not abandoned his ZSS at all, and his ZSS, as you said before Kazuya Mishima, harking back to that, was still really solid, and it's still going from strength to strength. He is not just improving with Kazuya, he's improving as a player as we play every single tournament. I'm excited to see these two players go strength. As I forgot to mention, he also has an Inkling.
Yeah, don't get us wrong, because even though we're casting up the Kazuya, the ZSS is in no way rusty. Not in the slightest.
And we have seen this Inkling from Solid Gamer before, and it has done bits. This is not some random strength pick. And against ZSS especially, I would say Inkling does quite well, at least +1. So it is a very good counter pick from Solid Gamer, perhaps not wanting to deal with Kazuya and with his other characters.
Yep, absolutely. So
ZSS
in with the game, we have a 30-second mark.
Yeah,
Both players just kind of taking their time.
This is the first game of first stock of game 1. This is when the two players will be feeling each other out the most and trying to get a good feel on what each other wants in neutral right now. And right now, it's looking like Solid Gamer is already making judicious use of that bear, trying to recharge his ink, just playing at a very slow pace, as you should against ZSS, so you can condition those aerial approaches and then come in with the dash, so you can dash into our aerials and punish with jab. It's a very solid flowchart that Inkling has with ZSS that Mittens seems to be struggling right now to get around in neutral.
Yeah, kind of, they're feeling each other out, and like Jude said, seeing what each other wants, though.
Is that how big gonna kill 77?
Yep. Yeah! That is absolutely gonna kill. Mittens taking first blood.
Very solid advantage read. What you should expect from someone who's making such good use of FGCs recently. They have such good grips on how their opponent's going to panic in disadvantage, and he's making use of that strength and transmitting it to ZSS. Very, very good play immediately from Mittens.
Yeah, Mittens saying, all right, playtime is over. I know what you want. I'm kind of done like feeling out what you want from neutral, what you want to do, how you're going to try to kill me.
Lovely call out on the
with an up smash.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take your stock and I'm going to start to build the percent.
And it should be noted at those 100% is when Inkling is at her weakest.
Yep.
When she's obviously looking for a grab, for a raw up smash, for a raw down smash, or for a roller, when she doesn't have that many ways to kill her opponent, that is when Mittens will be able to make the most use of some really patient neutral. And right now, though, this is when Inkling's at her strongest, I would say. Look at the percent being racked on Yabuki.
This might be a stock. It is a stock.
Did you see how that did 43% on one up smash?
Yep.
This character's ridiculous, man.
Solid Gamer not wanting to get close to the 100% mark, racking up damage so quickly like Inkling does, especially when Ink is tagged on. And Mittens losing the lead that he did carefully build up, however not lagging behind in the slightest, looking to take this stock very, very soon.
I like the advantage reads right now, but Mittens does need to look at his disadvantages as well. The thing that really cost him there is that he doesn't seem to be taking the mashing seriously when he gets rolled, and it's something you have to, because Inkling should not get that charged up smash there. There's no reason for him to do so. However, it seems that Mittens just wasn't respecting it enough, and as a whole, it's now being costed very dearly. Going a stock down and needs to take the stock off Inkling right now. ZSS with a plethora of kill options, I'm sure he'll agree. Side B, back air, up B. However, right now, Solid Gamer is the one making the most of his advantage state, putting his run at 80.
Yep, Mittens having trouble getting this stock, and as you said, yes, you do want to take roller seriously because that is such a dangerous move.
Good call out.
And now Mittens taking that second stock, now has 90% to climb to kind of get back in to the game. We'll see if he can do it.
And this is when I'd say Inkling has a sort of fake deficit. When your opponent's at this sort of higher percent and your neutral becomes a little bit more obvious, it's when you can start piling on that pressure and making that Inkling player a little bit more desperate and forcing them to go for options they wouldn't want to otherwise. However, Solid Gamer is not getting desperate. This is an experienced player, as we said, and is doing a really good job at playing it slow, keeping his opponent at ledge, racking on percent until his other areas will kill. But Mittens has something to say with his advantage state right now. Ibuki, what am I seeing?
And
not enough.
Not enough, like you said. Yeah, Inkling's neutral kind of becoming a bit more linear, as you obviously you know what Inkling's looking around that 100% mark.
100%.
Definitely once. Kind of raw hits, nothing to do with their tricky neutral, their bears, their fairs, their grabs.
Because like if you're doing rising fair with ZSS a lot, as Mittens was doing during that game, that's not safe if the first hit gets shielded. You can chase her and punish with the up smash, as Solid Gamer was doing a lot that game, just sort of seeing those gaps that ZSS doesn't usually show, having very good character awareness, knowing that he's minus enough to get that up smash and sealing out the stock several times. That was very solid from Solid Gamer.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what is Mittens going to switch up for this game 2.
Both of them are going to switch up for this game 2.
Well, I guess neither of them really liked what was going on in game one.
Well, when you have such deep pockets like Solid Gamer does, it's often a strategy they like to employ where they don't want you to get used to any one of their single characters, so they'll constantly switch around and perhaps go back to the Inkling if this Banjo pick doesn't work out well. He doesn't want to give him the time, he just wants to assure the win and make sure that that third game, that most crucial game, is where it has that advantage. Yeah. Mittens, on the other hand, obvious Kazuya switch here. He lost the first game, it wasn't super close, and so he'll want to be making a big statement right now with this character switch.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, like, again, like you said, Mittens not happy at all with the Kazuya, I mean, the ZSS, so looking to switch. However, it seemed that Solid Gamer was not the biggest fan of Inkling Kazuya, which is quite interesting because that was clearly what Mittens was trying to avoid.
Yeah, I
kind of went ZSS into Inkling, and now that Mittens switches, Solid Gamer also doesn't want any of that.
However, I think it's Mittens that is coming out like the more displeased out of the two of them, because Solid Gamer seems so content to just spam this down B, just keep Kazuya away from him, get that side smash. Look at how Mittens is really just feeling the pressure and is going for these really aggressive neutral options, and Solid Gamer is making the most of it right now.
Absolutely. Mittens lagging behind quite a bit. However, this is Kazuya, and you might as well say that this is even percent. Because Kazuya's big, heavy boy, and almost didn't kill.
And I would have said so. Yeah, I would have said so, Yubuki. Not for the fact that Rage seems to be really interfering with the combos, but that Rage is gone now, and Kazuya and Mittens can probably get a huge combo with one electric and God Fist. He's not getting capped out the whole time. Look at this. Why is Kazuya's option?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is a counterplay that you have to kind of put into the game when you are fighting Kazuya, because when he has EWGF, that just leads it to kill.
Look at how flat this is. We're on Kalos. This is such a flat stage. If he hits you once, you know you're taking minimum 90 or something.
He's taking one end of the stage to the other.
Yeah, Solid Gamer has really adapted the optimal counterplay here of just slowing the place down. This is how people play around Ices and Melee. This is how you're going to play around Kazuya in Smash Ultimate. It is very good recognitions from Solid Gamer, who seems to have such an amazing depth of knowledge, but Mittens is not one to be forgotten about.
Yeah, I mean, we've all seen what Kazuya is capable of. I don't think anybody is unaware of that. So good on Solid Gamer for enacting the exact game plan that he needs to put into play, despite how boring it might be to some people.
It might be slow, it might be lame, but if it's effective, that is what you are looking for in tournament. And with that drag down, I would say it's not even that lame. He definitely has those Banjo confirms on lock, but Mittens with a really good SDI, but not quite good enough to get him back to this lead, Yubuki. What is his option here? How do you think it's getting back?
I've got no clue, but you're a competitor. You're not here to entertain. You're here to win.
Yes.
And that's exactly what Solid Gamer is doing. Does not care about how little fun Mittens is having. It's all about whether Solid Gamer can go 2 stocks ahead and win this second game.
It's not like he's like 200% reactive either. Solid Gamer has done a very good job at making sure Mittens gets really aggravated, really annoyed, and then finding that time to hit his kill move, as Mittens does right there, and finally takes the first stocks for Yubuki. It sort of looks like too little too late. I know it's Kazuya Mishima, but when you're not hitting the Kazuya combos, what can Kazuya do?
Not a lot at all, Jude. I mean, signs of life from Mittens. Like we said, all it takes is one slip up from Solid Gamer, one EWGF. But, I mean, Solid Gamer is trying to reduce the chances of that happening as close to 0 as possible.
Yeah. I really think this is just as boring as it might be to the audience. Really the best.
EWGF.
Oh, hold on. Oh, he doesn't get a
second one.
Unfortunate. He still continues, though. It's not like he's let him go.
You need to be on point with those.
You really do.
Especially in a matchup like this.
Oh, but that might be the stock.
That is the stock. And now we are 1-1.
Was that 70%? Where did he get that side B hit?
I believe it might have been.
I just think, even if he was suffering this entire game, that was a little bit generous.
And now I think everybody watching at home can see just why you camp Kazuya out.
You can never count this character out. We've been talking so long about how possible it was, but it's even. It's even. What's going on?
2 stocks down, and now Mittens has a % lead. Solid Gamer has to approach.
There's going to be no more
camping.
What's the aggressive read? He managed to get behind. He set him off stage. This is where Solid Gamer's got all of his aggressive reads, but he hasn't done it. Down B, it's not rage drive. It's not going to kill, but he's off stage. Yubuki, we might be seeing the biggest reversal of fortunes right now with the reverse 3 stock.
Solid Gamer slipped up once, and that was all he needed.
However, drag down. He doesn't get it again. And that is Rage Drive right now. Going through
with Rage Drive, this is
very
very dangerous.
Oh, but he presses the F smash too early, gets down end of stage.
Let's rip down here with a stall and fall.
Even without that Rage Drive, as he catches out that jump. What a reverse 3-stock from Mittens, never counting himself out. And beautiful play.
I think we all know Jude. We are not seeing Kalos again.
We are not seeing Kalos again. We are not seeing FD. We're not seeing Town. There's no way.
Mittens learning his lesson from leaving Kalos open. And yeah.
I know you're Banjo Kazuya, but this is Kazuya Mishima. And that, 2's bigger than 1. It sort of takes precedence. He's got the bigger numbers, Yabuki. He really has to watch out for those. So I'm interested to see what the counterpick for Solid Gamer here is. I would have thought Min. I don't know about you.
Yes, I believe if Kazuya, if Mittens is going to stay as
I imagine so.
Kazuya, Solid Gamer is absolutely going to switch to Min. However,
or Steve.
Now we have the 2 most controversial characters at the moment going.
We have the Invitational Killers. We have the characters that people would say are ruining the game, all in one place.
Twitter.
How do you feel about these characters? I hate them.
Well, you know what? To be fair, I've actually never played a Steve nor a Kazuya bracket. So I actually hold no hatred for either of them. However, I have seen what these characters can do, and I'm not a fan of it.
We saw Cola's performance. We saw Yoni beat Tweak. Yep. We saw Riddles beat Spargo. We know what these characters are capable of. But I think Solid Gamer has a bit more of a...
EWGF?
Yep. It's back there, but I think this is a weirder Steve than usual I'm seeing. I'm not seeing a lot of mining.
Yeah, I think Solid Gamer said, you know what? That wasn't enough camping. I'm going to camp twice as hard.
I'm going to gimmick you out even harder.
Diamond's been found already?
You can get past Banjo stage gimmicks, but oh no, firm set. Oh, 3 down jabs though. 100%. This is where Kazuya Mishima gets really good at killing though, and without the grab.
I would have expected a jab into EWGF.
Down B. Got another one. Nice.
EWGF into up B.
Mittens seems completely unfettered by this Steve pick, Yabuki. Yeah. He seems to really just not be respecting it, knowing his counterplay on the character, that we just jump on him and get up smash. Yeah. He seems way more solid than the Banjo.
However, Mittens still struggling despite the lead to get in on Steve.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of the more you let Steve mine, the worse it gets to you.
And when he set up this wall and you have to come from the aerial aspect, which is usually what, oh no.
And the minecart just taking
He didn't even need to confirm him with fair, he was just dead. He couldn't even mash out fast enough.
You know what's absolutely stupid? Solid Gamer has found Diamond 2 stocks, over 2 different stocks, twice. Which is kind of insane.
I will note though, I really don't think that Steve is the most practiced secondary of Solid Gamer. These conversions, he got 56 of that diamond, when usually if you're getting those block conversions, I think you can get a little bit more, though I know the knockback's a bit higher. On a heavyweight like Kazuya Mishima. We saw Kola doing something like 90. So I don't think this is practice, and I think that might make the difference right now. As Mittens has such a smart advantage. He's seeing these conversions right now.
So it is just like touch of death characters. But
really?
A Solid Gamer, I believe, probably picked this Steve for the sake of camp ability. Rather than how practiced the Steve is.
Oh no, is he dead again? Oh, the fair doesn't find its mark. He misses to confirm. But he's going to get a second one with the back air right now with the fair. He doesn't. No rage drive, but it's Kazuya Mishima at 162. You need to be wary. He can kill you off anything.
As you said, Jude, I don't think Kazuya should be alive at this percent when you're Steve. So Solid Gamer definitely should be making the most of his combos.
He's just spamming minecart right now.
However,
from that aspect, but he's not quite getting the stock. Nice block setup, catches the side B from ledge, which Mittens is making very solid use of so far. And Solid Gamer gets the neutral win. Can he get any more percent? We see 27.
One EWGF is all Mittens needs to close this out.
We see 36, Yabuki. Look at these stray hits racking on so much percent. He doesn't need the combos as long as he's doing the damage.
Yeah, Mittens struggling so hard to get in on this Steve.
I don't think he has any tools. I think this is the part where he has no resources. But he back throws him off stage. He doesn't even get the tools back. He gets diamond.
Diamond found again.
This is diamond for the next stock, I think, Yabuki. I think right now he's
definitely been kept.
Oh, back throw. Okay, not quite off stage. That was a very early kill potentially. No home smash. Mittens seems to be really
Diamond
nervous.
F smash coming out. Mittens is not looking good for Mittens at all. However, Ubby will take it. And now we're going to see
Mittens went from looking like the dominant player at the start to seeming really sort of out of his own depth right now. I think he's really confused on what to do against these uncommon Steve options that Solid Gamer is employing.
struggling very hard against the camping, and now Steve has diamond, and you're at 112.
Okay, but he's boxing himself in. 40.
However, this is looking dangerous.
60.
Dangerous.
Don't get it.
Steve with absolutely no resources.
Don't get grabbed, Solid Gamer.
And TNT is going to take it. Solid Gamer 2-1 over Mittens, dude. It just got progressively worse and worse. Yeah. However, it came right down to the wire, believe it or not, despite 60% being on Solid Gamer.
Kill power. It's Kazuya Mishima.
I can't stop thinking about the fact that you can be at 60% against Steve, or Kazuya, sorry, and
no, both are right.
Yeah, both are right, and that is